life is a mess and you're totally stressed out, just call Trent. Just call Trent. When your wife is cold as ice and you need some advice, just call Trent. Just call Trent. He'll shoot it straight and he won't say no. He'll just give you that advice and say, well, there you go.
Hello, welcome to another episode of There You Go with Trent Mabry. I, of course, am your host, Trent Mabry. Today, my guest is David Brooks, my good pal, great comedian, David Brooks. How are you, David?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Trent?
I'm wonderful. Yeah, what do you got? A nice water bottle
it's
there?
I don't like sucking stuff. I got 2 water bottles.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, well, when the price is right, you know. But yeah, but yeah. I appreciate you having me on here. I'm excited. I've been watching some of the episodes.
You have?
Yeah, especially before I started listening to them before they were guests. That's why they got guests.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, Trent's getting guests because he's selling out.
I am selling out. Yeah, no, I listened to some of the earlier episodes. I just felt like I sounded too angry.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
They sending questions and you basically telling them in the same way they're fucking stupid. So like that's how I was like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is how you really feel.
Yeah, there's one comedian. I'm not gonna tell you who it was, but I'll tell you off the air. But he kept sending in stuff, and I had to pretend like it was funny.
Thanks. Like we do with the mics. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't miss comedy right now.
Oh, I definitely don't.
Hanging out with a bunch of losers that think they're funny.
My friend, he's like, man, how cool is it hanging out with comics knowing they're funny? I go, knowing. I go, comedians are the only people in the world that don't know shit. That's part.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 people I like seeing. That's it. I miss those guys.
Yeah, I go,
girls.
They don't know shit. They don't know shit. They're doing a lot of guessing. The shit that we do know has nothing productive to do with anything you want to do in life.
I know. Have you done any shows lately?
I did one last Friday, and that's been it. I think I've only done a few in December, but that's really been it. I got sick in October when I got back from Denver, so I got kind of freaked out going places.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was nice.
That's the second wave. I thought it was all a big scam, you know?
I thought it was too. I got to Chicago when I was coughing. I was like, these fucking liberals got me sick.
I got scared too. The last show I did was in November.
Oh, it might as well be in November. The show I did in December was a fucking mic, so it wasn't like it was a show. It was packed. It was but it was not a show. So to me, I guess technically a real show was November for me.
Yeah, we're on a show coming up together.
Yeah, I saw that. That is Lynchville. Where is that? That is wild.
I think at Newcastle. I'm not really sure where that's located.
Knew a girl in high school rode my bus. Her boyfriend was from Newcastle. You can imagine what he said when he first saw me talking to his girlfriend. I was like, I use that word too.
There's no castles there. I know that for a fact.
I know that for a fact. There's nothing new, to be honest, there, I don't think.
No, yeah. And there shouldn't be. They should just let it all die.
It's really not. Newcastle, dude. Oh, my God.
All right, well, let's get into it. David knows because he loves the podcast. It's his favorite podcast. But if you don't know, sometimes people email me at advicefromtrent@gmail.com. That's advicefromtrent@gmail.com. But we didn't get an email this week, so I'm going to read a letter to Dear Abby, and we're going to compare our advice to the old bag Dear Abby's advice.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, David? Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, here's the title. South Florida transplant finds too many implants. All right. Dear Abby, I'm a 46-year-old man who has been divorced for 6 months. I recently moved down to South Florida for a new job. I'm trying out the dating scene, but it has been difficult because I was married for 10 years. Abby, it's hard to find a decent, intelligent woman down here. All the women I have dated so far have had breast implants. These not only look strange, but also feel uncomfortable during intimate moments. These women get a lot of looks from other men who gawk at their chests when we're together. Would it be wrong of me to ask a woman, say within a few first dates, if her breasts are real? I don't care if they're big or small. I just want them real. Signed, Needs a Real Woman in Florida. David.
Oh man! After I do this, I'm never gonna get asked to do a show. Within a few days, he thinks it's okay to ask.
Yeah, he wants to know if it's okay to ask within a few days.
The real question is, okay, I love when he has to be white. He says intimate, but he's talking about fake teeth. It's like he's fucked. So
Yeah,
I
hate these fake breasts. Yeah,
he's trying to be. We're intimate. Like it sounds like he's. I think he shouldn't really give a shit if they're real or fake. I really don't think. I don't really think. Some people care about that. I don't. It's so many people have fake titties now. It feels like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't care if they're real or fake either.
You know,
but a lot of people. You're right. A lot of guys don't like it. I think it's just them trying to be unique.
What's unique, dude? Their titties.
Right.
And here's another thing that I learned in Sunday school: if they're fake and you come on them, you didn't really degrade her. I learned that. So
I heard that too. Maybe where was your Sunday school?
Sadly, in Dayton, Ohio. So it was.
So I was dating a girl and eating a girl in Dayton. You ever heard that joke?
Yes. Oh my God! Yeah, I have. Do you think you should be able to ask that? Why does he want to ask I feel like that's not. You shouldn't ask a woman something that personal the first few days. Like, why do you care that much the first few days? I mean, I don't start caring on date 9.
Well, here I would find out. The girls I date, I'd find out on the first date.
Yeah, he's coming from an intimate moment. I don't know. That was interesting. Yeah, no, I don't care about asking because I want to know what he means by in the intimate moments. Like, what do you mean?
He's feeling her up. First base. What is first base? I never understood the bases.
What is first base? Is that feeling up, or that's not French kissing, is it?
I don't know.
What is first, second? I feel like I actually don't know because I feel like blowjobs were never on the bases, which is crazy. To me, that's my grand slam. You know what I mean?
I say that's inside the park.
Look, I don't want to do any work. And if I can get a home run doing less of the work and the same reward, blowjob, I'm okay with that. What is the base? I know French kissing is one of them, which is stupid.
That's got to be first base.
That's got to be first, right? Yeah.
Then second would be maybe feeling up, but
yeah. See, I was thinking second base is fingering. I'm like, oh, we're already inside.
Yeah, but then what's third?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not thinking like, yeah, what would you do? I don't know.
If second is fingering, then third base would be regular sex, and I guess home base would be anal.
Oh God.
I don't know. But I was never played. You play baseball? You like baseball?
I like baseball. Yeah.
Never got into baseball.
Yeah. See, I didn't know but I didn't know what the bases. But I feel like I knew as a kid. I feel like as a kid I knew them, but now you say that. Well, I never got the bases, and I was like, I don't even remember. Like, what's going all the way? I mean, it's a home plate. You having a home run? You having sex?
That's what I assume.
Okay, so maybe if you have second base, okay, that makes sense. I gotta look that up. We'll have to Google that one.
Yeah, look it up and let me know. But I'll tell you what, the first 17 years of my life, a lot of strikeouts.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a problem. Well, I don't think this guy should ask on the first. Either find out when you get intimate.
Exactly.
And then kick him to the curb. Or wait, this guy, here's the thing. He's 46. times are different now because we have a completely, you and I have a completely different relationship with a lady than women are a lot different than they are in their 50s.
Well, I'm thinking about him. If he's 46 at his day, the women actually, if anything, to me, they might have been better.
You think so?
Around his age, well, less. How do I put this in a delicate way?
Yeah, be careful. I've been canceled before.
They just don't say as much, probably, and which is why it's weird that a 46-year-old man is saying something about not liking fake boobs. I feel like at all the things you can be like want to ask on the first date, or the first few, which you really shouldn't be asking questions. You should be getting what you need, but that's different. You shouldn't be asking, yo, are your breast real or not? I need to. He said something like, I need to know. I was like, what are you talking about? You fucking loser. You think she's gonna get him? Because he's the type of guy. Sounds like if he dated this woman, he'd ask her if she can get a breast reduction. Oh man.
Well, he says he doesn't care if they're big or small, just that he wants them real.
Hey, I don't care the size. They need to be produced by God. That's
none of this fake plastic shit.
Yeah, none of this man-made shit. I don't like that.
He's in South Florida. He's probably in, was it Miami, South Florida?
Yeah, Miami's, South Beach.
It's gotta be Miami. All the ladies in Miami have fake.
Yeah, I'm sure if they're distasteful, yeah. If they're distasteful, yeah. And then I'm probably not gonna like a hard firm. So like fake boobs and Pamela Anderson today. So now it's just different. Like most girls now, I'm not saying they don't get them, but they don't get like really big boob jobs. They just get them a little bit bigger. That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it. And now Pamela Anderson, those were the days back in my day where a woman she went all in. She went all in and it looked good.
Did you ever see the sex tape with her and Tommy Lee?
Yeah, I have. Sadly,
yeah,
at the South. I've never seen something so large with Tommy Lee. Sweet God. It's fucking scary. I was scared for Pamela Anderson.
And you're black.
Well. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Pamela Anderson aged well. She did. She doesn't look horrible now. Her tits look
she quit. She quit. She's like Alicia Keys. She doesn't wear makeup or anything now. Did you know that?
Yeah. I went to her Instagram maybe like a few months ago, and I was like, "Oh my God, who is this?" And I was like, "It's Pamela Anderson." I'm like, "Oh, she being natural." And I was like, "Oh wait, this must be like her thing now." Because I'm not I wasn't seeing any like crazy photo shoots of her.
Well, like her time in the sun has passed. She's got to get a new outlook on life. She's all natural now, no makeup. I think it works for her though. Wow, yeah, well.
How old is Pamela Anderson? Now I have to know this. She's from Canada?
Yeah, she's from Canada. She was the original girl on Home Improvement. It's a white show.
Bro, she was on Home Improvement?
Yeah.
What did she do? Wait. What did she do on Home Improvement? She's my mother's age? Christ.
How old is she?
53.
I would have guessed a little older.
I would have too.
I would have said like 56 probably. Yeah, but she was like, you watch Home Improvement?
Yeah, Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, is that it?
Yeah. You know Heidi? She was the original one.
Dude, I haven't watched Home Improvement that first season. I haven't watched when the fucking last time I would have seen that. In the first 2 seasons, it says, wow, she was. I did not know that's what because I knew she was on Baywatch.
Yeah, she was on Baywatch.
I remember watching Baywatch being like, this sucks.
I never watched Baywatch.
Dude, Pamela Anderson, this is crazy. My fault. We got deterred with Pamela Anderson talk.
No, that's the whole point of the podcast. Good. Talking about Pamela Anderson. Did you see the one of the oldest kid? Well, maybe the oldest kid was Jonathan Taylor Thomas. No, I think the oldest kid was the guy with blonde hair.
Oh, what's his name?
I think it's like Zachary Ty Bryan, I think.
Yes.
He just got in trouble.
For what?
Maybe we should get into it. This is.
I see it. I see
Yeah.
it. I see it. I see it, boy. The only reason Home Improvement is interesting is I remember watching. I was on like a weird True Hollywood bender one random night,
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
and that one was on there. And I know about Tim Allen a little bit. I knew I know about his past and stuff. I didn't realize how significant him doing that show was as quickly because it made him like a whole lot of money and stuff. But then I just remember as a kid because I remember Johnny Taylor Thomas, so that's kind of like about it. I didn't realize that Pamela Anderson and shit. And Tim Allen, and I didn't realize that Tim Allen did that show, and he made so much money. Then not realizing people love that show that much.
Well, that was the golden age for stand-ups with sitcoms. You Tim Allen, Seinfeld, Ray
He got 8
Romano.
seasons and shit. I'm like, she's a fucking yeah. Tim Allen, he's filthy on stage.
I know. I saw him once.
Lexi and her grandma did not know that. When they went and saw him, they did not know that. They didn't. I was like, I don't know why you so she's thinking Home Improvement. I'm like, no, Home Improvement's a television show. Before you go see a stand-up comic, you need to click their clips so you know.
Yeah, it's like Bob Saget.
Yeah, Bob Saget is not. Well, I actually, it's funny. I only know Bob Saget now as Dirty Bob Saget, so I can't even remember who he was on Full House or whatever.
Yeah,
he was the dad, right?
He was the dad with John Stamos. He lived with 3 guys.
I see. That's one white show that like niggas never got to. Like Full House, where like I stopped that because I'm like, well, this is just too much. This is a lot. They're white. This is cute, but like this is some shit that I just super cannot relate to or even give a shit about. So everyone loves Full House. And like I just know Mary-Kate Ashley and Bob Saget, and it was like, well, John Stamos. I'm like, bro, I didn't grow up in the hood watching that shit.
You're not a big Dave Coulier fan?
Yes. Like people like they got Fuller House. I'm like, what's Fuller House? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I never got into that.
I thought Step and Full House were the same shows.
Step by Step. Oh my god, I forgot.
Is that not the same show?
I forgot that was even a show.
That's not the same show.
They do have. I think they do have similar theme songs.
Oh yikes! This is definitely not the same. Blended families. Ugh.
Oh really?
I don't remember this. I don't like that. Spontaneously married during a Jamaican vacation, budding relationship with someone, and they have a blended family. I don't like the interracial families. I don't like that on television. Keep them like they used to be, all white, very suburban. Step by Step. My fault. Go with you at topic. I'm sorry, Trent. That's my computer right there.
I'll have to look into Step by Step. What about Perfect Strangers? You remember that show?
Yeah. That's a classic. Oh, Perfect Strangers. That's a super classic right there. I feel like there's somebody in there that I don't remember. There's somebody that I know that's in there. Where is it?
Alf. Did you ever watch Alf?
Oh yeah, I watched Alf with my mom. That show was so weird. Yes, Marino. Yeah, I remember her. She was in she was in the George Lopez show, but Lita Marino. Yeah, and she's in some little soft chords on Cinemax. Yep.
Oh really?
I know somebody.
Who did she play on George Lopez?
Wasn't the wife? It wasn't the wife. No, it wasn't the wife. Oh, she played Benita. Benita.
Oh, his mom.
Yeah. Yep. She's older. That's why I said. Well, she's definitely older. That's why I was saying like old softcore on Cinemax and HBO in like the early 90s and shit. For sure was on there.
Really? I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna jack off to George Lopez's mom.
Yeah. I love George Lopez.
Me too.
My dad watched this show a lot. I didn't watch it a lot. It's funny. I never watched it a lot.
Yeah, I just remember watching it when I was up sick late at night on.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Nick at Night.
Yeah, but it was funny though.
Yeah, I think George Lopez underrated.
Yeah, I think he's super underrated. I just think a lot of people talk about how big a dick he is off stage. I'm like,
oh really? I never heard that.
Dude, you didn't know that his wife gave him his kidney and he was cheating on her?
Oh yeah, and I don't consider that being a dick.
That was pretty. That was pretty bad for George. I was like, I mean, I get it, George, but she gave her a kidney, you know? But I thought to myself, he's a good guy. He did all that after he got the kidney. So, you know.
Did you ever see that show? Him and Charlie Murphy and Eddie Griffin and D.L. Hughley and
What
I
was that
think
show called?
maybe Cedric the Entertainer. It was you know how they were doing that tour together.
Yeah.
They made it like a show out of that.
Oh, I
I
didn't
think it
know
was
that.
called Comedy Get Down or something.
Something garbage, but all those comics are really good though. Like,
Yeah, it was on BET. I watched it.
you got BET Plus. You got BET
No,
Plus.
I don't have BET Plus. Haven't sprung for that. Do you?
I would never. BET Plus. They got some comedy stand-up specials coming there too. They actually do. There's a guy on there that I saw in Pruaha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Preacher Lawson. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he was on there. Yeah, he's on. He got a special on BT Plus. They're like advertising, marketing, and stuff. It looked pretty cool. It looked interesting, you know. And it's an original because it's their first one.
Mm-hmm. I have TV One Plus.
Yikes! TV One. That's the demographic between about 38, 51-year-old black people.
And they don't have fake tits.
Nah, Unsung.
Yeah, Unsung.
Love that show.
I watched an Unsung about the movie Car Wash.
With the old one with Richard Pryor?
Yeah, and George Carlin.
Yeah, I know if you're talking about the newer one with Dr. Dre. I was like, I hope
that was The Wash. That was The Wash.
That was The Wash, yeah. Yeah, I had Car Wash on DVD. My mom, she for some reason loved Richard Pryor's movies. When I was younger, I just didn't really watch him, and I watched them where I'm like, these are fucking horrible.
Yeah, most of them are really bad.
Yeah, he was always funny in them.
Yeah,
he was always funny in them. But like, I would watch him. My mom would be sitting there. I'm like, why are we watching this? The only movie I really liked he was in, of course, was Harlem Nights.
Yeah, it was good. Red Fox.
Yeah, Red Fox, Della Reese. Yes, Charlie Murphy. Robin Harris is in that movie.
Oh yeah.
You're right. That's crazy. Yeah, that's old flick.
Yeah, there was the ones with Gene. Well, some of them, the ones with Gene Wilder were decent.
Yeah, my mom loved the ones with Gene Wilder, because she loved Gilda Radner and all that. So like, she loved Gene Wilder, and that was cool. The movies would be so. It's like watching a Chris Rock movie, man. Chris Rock's movies are so fucking. I'll watch them, but they're like so bad.
Yeah, you didn't like Head of State.
I mean, that's my favorite. I love that movie, but I also know it's a fucking horrible flick. Because I rewatched it like maybe a year ago and was like, this is fucking bad. But I love it, but it's only good because of Bernie and Chris, buddy, because everything else is and Chris is pretty bad in it too. Like, the jokes were so bad, man. I'm like,
really?
Damn, dude.
I'd have to rewatch it. I haven't watched that one in a long time. What about Pootie Tang? That's a classic. I think that one holds up. I watched that one.
Holds up because Chris Rock's not starring in it.
That's true, yeah.
I love Pootie Tang. That movie's so. I'm trying to think. What was the one he was? The Last Man on Earth or whatever.
Oh,
Chris Rock.
Down to Earth.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
That one was bad.
Top 5 is okay. Top 5 is good. I like that one.
Yeah, I like Top 5. There's a Bad Company with him and Anthony Hopkins.
I didn't watch that.
That's like an action one.
Buddy Cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't think Chris Rock's probably good. That's what I'm saying. Like, Chris Rock is just like, I just can't find like the stuff I've seen him in movies. It's not him starring in it that I've enjoyed. Like, I don't know. It's funny. You see that thing he posted? Chris Rock posted on his Instagram with the stories they were telling.
Yeah, with Arsenio and Chappelle. Yeah, that was cool. Chris Rock's he's in a Saw movie coming up. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that, and I was worried that it might not be good because I was like, "Yo, Chris Rock is just like not really the best actor," and he's like one of those few comedians I've seen when he's on camera, and it's just like it's not that good, and it's weird because he's a funny and he's an intelligent guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why he can't do so. Maybe he just likes it. Some of those other early coon roles he did were just, I mean, those were exactly what they were. Like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. I mean, that's, you know. That's,
can I get one rib?
Yeah. CB4. Like I love CB4.
Oh yeah, CB4. That was good. I like that.
Dude. I mean, he has stuff that is good that I do like. I'll tell you what I like. It's called 2 Days in New York. He was in it. It's like
Oh,
a
I didn't.
romantic.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think I watched that one.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually it was right. It was the first time I watched a movie with him. I was like, oh, he can act. He just doesn't need to do this funny show all the time. He needs to do this like this is like who Chris Rock is. Like he's so that was a. I want to know what that tour is called. You're talking about those old niggas.
I think it's called the Comedy Get Town. I'm pretty sure.
The Comedy Get Down.
Yeah.
They got to get better fucking names.
George Lopez, Eddie Griffin, who, by the way, Eddie Griffin, I saw them at Crackers, like before I even started doing stand up. He did 2 hours. It was great.
Eddie Griffin's a really good comedian. He just like rub people like the wrong way for a while.
Well, yeah.
Go up there and do like mad time.
Yeah, there's a documentary about the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Where he just goes and bumps the whole lineup.
Like that whole time period of them doing that, I'm just like, yeah, this is why I like Eddie Griffin now. Like, yeah, he's rich and has money and can do shit, but like he can't move and operate like he should be able to because he was a dick and because he was so abrasive. It's not like Eddie Griffin wasn't like, we know he is and stuff, but like if I said to someone like, name me 3 Eddie Griffin movies.
Yeah, Undercover Brother.
Yeah, I mean, I can Undercover Brother. What is it, Double Take with Orlando?
Oh yeah, Double Take. Yeah,
like those to me. Those are like Undercover Brother, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
I agree.
In my life. But also, I know it did not make him an Eddie Murphy star. So him acting like doing 3 hours at the store, I was like, you gotta chill with that shit, dude. Like you gotta chill. Like that's like, come on, man. I'm not trying to see him and Dice and then see it do fucking 2 hours. That's funny, but I mean, damn, dude. I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah, maybe if it was just their show, like it was cool to see him do that at Crackers. He had a host, no feature, just him and the host. The host was a white guy, bombed.
White guy bombed.
It was a local guy. He doesn't do stand up anymore.
Oh wow.
But yeah, he had a bodyguard, which he doesn't need a bodyguard. But he had a bodyguard stand next to the stage, and he would just chain smoke the whole show, and then the bodyguard would hand him a glass of champagne every time he finished one.
Oh, where's my fucking shit? No, where'd it go? God damn it, Trent.
That's all right.
I was like, come on, we've been fine the whole damn time. Don't be calling me now. Eddie Griffin had a bodyguard. His stories on DJ Vlad, the interviews on YouTube, funniest thing ever. He talks about a lot of stuff in the business. When he talks about Bill Cosby, I was like, Eddie Griffin has been doing stand-up for. He looked so old. I'm like, well, he is older. All he did was drink and party and smoke cigarettes all the time.
I just saw him. He's got a YouTube channel now, and there was a video about how Bill Gates is just trying to give people a vaccine. He's a big conspiracy theory.
Bill Gates is?
No, Eddie Griffin. He was railing against Bill Gates giving people vaccines and shit. It was very funny.
See, that's so funny to me. Like him, Eddie Griffin talking about Bill Gates. Like, come on, dog. It's like when I watched what's his name, old ass comic. You probably Michael Collier.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, black guy, bald guy. He was on Vlad talking about what it was like to tell street jokes. To get food and stuff, right? And he said that was a time when when you would be funny is because you can eat. He goes, these niggas now they can suck all day and they eat more than my black ass. You know what I mean? And he said, you know how I feel? And he was talking about how it's funny to do stand up in a crowd where everyone doesn't really give a fuck. They just want to see you perform because he's homeless and stuff. He goes opposed to now where he performs on stage and he's like, I can be up there for 2-3 hours and not even feel like it. I'm like, why do y'all be on stage for 3 fucking hours at the Chuckle Fuck in bumfuck Louisiana? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I agree.
You can have fun, but hey man, there's comedians I want to see do longer. I wish I got to see. I really want to see Stuart Huff do longer at Go Bananas. last year when I opened for him. I wanted to see him do more. But he's like, it's not that many people. I'm only going to do 45. I'm like, just do an hour and a half. And he told me, he was like, you can do that if you want. He goes, but don't make the crowd that's here that likes you not like you because they're bored. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I get it. And then that's what I was like, well, damn, like a lot of comedians do a long time. They're like, oh, it's only Chappelle. And then me, you seriously say Eddie Griffin. I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, Damon Wayans used to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Damon Wayans used to pull up to that. He's pulled up to coffee shops in the middle of the open mic, as big as he was, and do 2 hours. Like, what are y'all doing, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I respect that. I like that. But I never had that in me. I always, as soon as they get to the stage, I'm just waiting for that light.
that stage, they say like Damon Wayans used to always do that. He would always come and do hours. I'm like, so Missy just let motherfuckers just. Could you imagine sitting on the stage that we are and doing 3 hours at a showcase lineup? Like, come on, dude. Like,
no, that'd be ridiculous. Everyone would hate you.
I already do.
That's true. I like you though, David.
Yeah,
anyway, we got a little off. We got off topic.
We definitely
did. I think this guy should just wait until he finds out if they're real or not. Don't ask. It's only going to cause you trouble. But I also like don't if you see a lady with big giant tits, they're pretty. It's kind of easy to tell.
It's kind of easy to tell, and
especially in Miami, Florida.
I think he needs to just assume that that's what's gonna be there.
Right? Yeah. If you don't like fake tits, move to Minnesota.
Yeah. Hey, you like flat chest broads? Go to Portland, Maine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly. It's all about location. So that would be my advice. Move if you don't like it. So there you go. Let's hear what Dear Abby has to say. Then we'll wrap up. She says, "Dear needs a real woman. I do not recommend asking women you have just met if their breasts are real. It could lead to a punch in the nose."
If they're black?
I'm recommending you visit some dating sites, and in the area where you are asked to list interest, you state, quote, "intelligent women who have not had plastic surgery." I'm sure you'll find many. Of course, whether you have what they're looking for remains to be seen. P.S. One final thought. If a boob job, forgive the vernacular, has been successful, it is difficult, if not impossible, to detect. I have this on good authority.
Okay.
And I read that on my iPhone 7 Plus. I forgot to say that earlier.
That's a big ass phone. You're happy? Okay. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, it could get violent if he just is asking personal, especially in Miami, because I feel like for most women there, they'd be like, hey, what type of man asks if these are real or cares?
Yeah, they'll cut you.
Yeah. So when Dear Abby chose violence, I agree with her. I was a little excited. Man, it sounds like Dear Abby's got fake ones. That's cool.
She is pretty stacked. I've seen a picture of her. She's in her 70s, though. What's the oldest you would go?
For money or just for love? Same thing.
What's the difference?
54.
54?
54.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's around there.
Yeah, anything after 55 we're getting into, she got to take her teeth out. And I just don't want to do all that. I'm not there. 54 is not, I don't know. That's a random number I just said, 54.
I think that's a perfect number. I agree with you 100%. I don't know if What?
What about yours?
I would say 54. Yeah, that's fair.
Not 60, not 65.
Well, maybe if I got a little of their Social Security money.
I'm going 50. The only reason I said 54 is because that's Pamela Anderson's age, 53. And I know there's women that are that age that are still sexy, that are still pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Now 60, I gotta think of some 6-year-olds who I think are like J-Lo is 50, right?
Yeah, but I mean, she's hot, but I'm not a big J-Lo. Yeah,
I'm not a huge J-Lo fan. But that being 50, so when guys hear me say 54, people hear me say 54, they go, that's kind of old. You go, well, you start looking up some celebrities that are 50. There's somebody down at the gas station that looks nice at 55. And has been around the block and knows how to please you. So why judge you? R. Kelly made an album that said age ain't nothing but a number. And I believe in that. And I believe
you live your life by R. Kelly. The words of R. Kelly.
you know?
He's never done anything wrong. He never steered you wrong.
He's not perfect, but who is? You know? But who is?
Yeah, exactly. Who are we to judge?
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
So our advice is move or wait and find out if they're real.
Yep.
Dear Abby says, don't ask. You'll get socked in the nose. Maybe he's into that. Who knows? Some guys like it rough. Or say, hey, put on Match.com. You don't want a girl with big fake tits.
That or Tinder. There's weirder things that people put on those sites. There's way weirder things.
That's true. Yeah. And especially on like if you're in your mid 40s, you can't have a high bar anymore.
No, you don't get to, especially if you're being picky with like, oh, I don't want them to be. I just rather them be real. It's like if you're getting, maybe you just had a bunch of pairs of breasts that have been so fake. Maybe that's been the case. Still don't think why swimming in silicone is that bad, but whatever. And I didn't have to pay for them. Oh my God, just have fun with them, buddy.
Yeah, he didn't have to pay for them. If they're already done, might as well put them to use, baby. So there you go. Hey, I hope that helps. Anything you want to plug, David?
I know. The show we got coming up, that's about it.
Yeah, Newcastle, Indiana. I got a big Newcastle listenership. I'm sure it'll be packed out. When is it? February 26th?
Yeah, it's 26. It's something.
Yeah.
It's someday. Besides that, I don't have anything to plug. Yeah, just that.
Your Twitter, Instagram?
Oh, yeah, Twitter, yeah. Really, David B. Just really and David B. all together. That's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that. It's all the same. So follow me on that.
Yeah, follow David. He's a great comedian. And follow me on Twitter at Trent Mabry and on Instagram, Trent_Mabry. And like the podcast and follow all that shit, rate and review. Who gives a shit? Anyway, hey, thanks. That's it. That's the show. As always, this is Trent Mabry signing off. Bye-bye.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Mercy. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe. But I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? Mabry has left the building.